This week we're going to be looking at actually getting our caravan sort of ready for the season. There's lots of things that we can start to do now, getting back ready for the season. Hopefully the weather's going to start getting a little bit nicer and not so much cold weather, so just giving our vans a good check through. A really good time after the bad frosts is to actually go on the outside. And I'm not going around the outside at the minute because it's still quite cold out there, but just having a good visual check on the outside and then coming back inside and checking all of our window rubbers, so making sure that we've got no signs of leaks or anything like that. If we've got our big roof lights, again, we want to make sure there's no cracks in anything like that, no damage to the windows. And then front and back panels, we want to make sure that our plastic panels haven't got any actual little cracks or any damage or anything like that, because again, the cold weather, the frost, freezing down, if there was a tiny little hairline crack that you couldn't see and it now has frozen, expanded, made it bigger, there's a chance that that might have happened. So good look around your panels. As I say, just a general then sort of looking through. We don't, if you've had your caravan in storage, we don't really want to actually be sort of running the water systems up, because in all honesty, between now and March, the chances are we're going to have more frost. So, but just making sure that sort of we've got no evidence of any issues, no broken, sort of looking on your taps, and just literally trying to make sure that the caravan is all in good condition. We've not had any leaks off roof lights or anything like that, and everything just in general is looking good. Now, another thing that we're going to want to do is get our caravan ready for service. So time of year is perfect to sort of book in our service ready for the new season. So everyone always tends to book the servicing just before Easter, so there's normally quite a big rush of everyone just before Easter. The last week before Easter, everyone piles in, and then it's sort of, right, we want our caravan service. Oh, you've got a 6-week waiting list now, can't have it done. So preparing for servicing, making sure that you've got it booked in nice and early. And even if you sort of look at your caravan and you go, well, actually I know everything works fine, it's all okay, it's all doing what it should be doing, the problem is you can't see, firstly, damp check. So your service is going to actually have a damp check, and that is going to be carried out as part of your service. But things like your gas system, your electric system, there's things there that you can't necessarily see, even by sort of visually looking yourself. It's not the same as actually having the equipment tested. So your gas system will be pressure tested. They'll be checking your gas hoses, make sure that they're in date, making sure that your gas regulator, making sure that that's in date. Tyres, so again, we've mentioned our tyres many times on our different videos. So again, you might look at your tyres and go, oh yeah, that's absolutely brilliant, but actually when they remove the tyres to do the brake and the chassis service side of it, they will then look at the inner sides of the walls, so all the parts that you can't see, and they'll obviously also check the dates and make sure that there's no cracks. And we've had it before, even when a tyre has been within date, so it's not necessarily between 5 and 7 years old, it's early, couple of years old, we've still had little hairline cracks and cracks within the treads. So it's something that they will check properly, and that is definitely worth having done. So even if you feel that, oh, I didn't use the caravan much last year, I know everything was working okay, everything seems okay, it's still very worth having an actual proper service done, and it can save you money in the long term. The other thing is that when you come to sell the caravan or put it in part exchange, you can sort of say, actually, I've got a good service history here, it's always been serviced, it's always been checked on, it's always been kept on top of, and everything's been fine. But actually, peace of mind and value for yourself is the biggest one. So what do we need to do to prepare?
How do you find a service engineer though? Is there a registration for them? The
best way really is on the approved workshop website. So if you put in on Google approved caravan workshops, it will come up with the AWS scheme, and then you'll be able to put in your postcode and you'll be able to either find a mobile service centre or a fixed service centre. They will then sort of, you'll be able to have a call around your local agents find somebody that's actually close to you, or that somebody that will come out and then they can do the service for you, or you can take it in and have the service done. Now, one thing when you have your caravan serviced is that they're going to really want the caravan to be clear of all the bits and bobs, because they're going to need to get in to be able to see the water system, the heating system, check all the valves, check all the pipe works, check all your electric system. So it's time to actually have a good depth sort of look in between everything yourself while you're emptying everything out. The other thing that you can then do is, what you will find is that sort of going through and giving the caravan a good clear out, you'll be finding after things and you'll be going, why have we got this in here? We've got 2 of these, why have we got 3 of these? Do we need all this? And fixed beds are probably the worst thing for that. It's amazing how many times that you'll go and you'll find all in the little back areas and you go, why have we got all this? It's all weight that we're actually travelling around with us. For no reason whatsoever. So a good time to actually have a good clear round and save a little bit of weight within your caravan for towing, which is going to make it a little bit more fuel efficient. Yeah, that's the word, efficient. And it's also then going to make the caravan a little bit easier to actually move around. So a good time just to go through everything, make sure that it's all as it should be, and you've not got a load of rubbish in there. So it's amazing how many people put the caravan in part exchange and then go, why on earth have we got all of this in the caravan?
You're doing a lot of erming today.
I am, aren't I? I can cut that out though on the editing, so it'll be alright. On Sunday's video, we have got our decision of, I think, what we've decided to do. So I think what we're going to actually do, so we're going to discuss that. If you didn't see what we're thinking about possibly doing, have a look at Sunday's video that's popping up now, and that'll go into details on that with another so lovely little 6-berth. 2022, the base camps. I like the base camps. Back bunk beds all make up like this, so you've got 2 lots of bunk beds similar to this, so this can make up into another set of bunk beds. And yeah,
it's really, still got the cover on.
It has, yeah. So it's all still got the protective covering on there. It's not damaged or anything like that. It's just literally got the protective covering on. And I don't like to remove protective coverings.
I know you're obsessed with leaving protective coverings.
Again, all the things that I've sort of said is stuff as we've gone round that they should be checking on your service. So all panel cracks and things like that, and a proper damp check. Again, yourself doing damp check or a visual check isn't the same as having a proper damp meter going through and giving the caravan a good proper checking through.
And tippity tappity tapping doesn't work.
Yeah, no, tippity tapping. Doing this on the wallboard doesn't work. Trying to hear for damp, that doesn't work. So yeah, don't just rely on that. So hopefully you've enjoyed our little sort of getting back into the season, getting back through. Again, some people will like to put the heating on. The problem is if we put heating on at this time of year and we've not sort of left it on for ages, it is going to create condensation. So if you've not had heating on all the way through the winter and just sort of kept it on a frost-stat, don't come into the caravan and put the heating on, literally leave it. Give the caravan a good airing through, so open your windows up and just let the caravan naturally breathe. If you've put moisture traps in, again, check on your moisture traps, change those over, replace them, empty them through, etc. So hopefully we've got a few little bits there that we've just got you back into thinking about getting the caravan ready for the season. And over the next couple of weeks we'll have more tips and hints coming up. So thanks for watching on Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you on Sunday's video.